Sorry, I don't know where to put this. I'm not sure. The stage is weird. Are you guys okay? You can see me through okay, cool. Alright. Hey guys. Hey over here. My name is Ann, and I was in Harlem last night, where my pronoun is apparently ma'am. But my pronouns are actually she, her, it, and Crystal. And my love language is live, laugh, leave me alone. So, anyway, I have a mouth sore, and it's highly contagious. And what that means is if a guy kisses me here, he can't go down here because he'll give myself hurt. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. It's not for real. She's judging me. No, it's actually called impetigo. I've had it since I was a kid. But back then, I would let it grow and fester on my face. And then as it was healing, I would peel pieces of skin off of it and pop it into my mouth. That was just part of my personality. I was actually in a popular group, so I love how she covered her eyes. It's like there's no visual, you know. It's just really stating. I know. I say gross stuff sometimes because it's how I diet, so that I'm not hungry anymore. You guys already ate. You guys haven't touched your food. It's fine. I get it. All right. So, you guys, I used to have two best friends, and they both had terminal illnesses. Yeah, I think it's because I have issues with long-term commitment. They are now both dead. To me, okay. Sorry, I scared you guys. But my one friend, he had AIDS. I mean, he still has AIDS, but we're not friends anymore. But when we first met, he's like, "Yeah, just so you know, I'm not gonna live for that much longer." And I was like, "Oh, that actually works perfectly for me." But then, like a month into our friendship, he was like, "Oh, I have great news. I went to the doctor and I found out I'm actually gonna live till I'm 50." And I was like, "Ooh, 17 years. That's a long time. I have to terminate this friendship." And then you guys don't like me anymore. It's fine. And then my other friend, she had stage 4 breast cancer, and she didn't tell anyone, not even her parents, but she told me, which was a burden. And like after a year, she was like, "Oh my God, Ann, like you make me laugh so much, like I can feel the stress melt away and like I can feel myself recovering." And I was like, "Oh my God, I'm not even that funny, but I can cure cancer now." So this is actually not the first time this has happened. When I was 12, my great-grandmother, who was 93, was on her deathbed, and my dad made me come in and cheer her up, and so I like wore tap shoes and wore like this blue sequins outfit, and my grandma laughed a lot, but it was embarrassing because that's not the type of performance it was supposed to be. And then that night my dad called me and was like, "Hey honey, your grandma is gonna fully recover because like you made her laugh, and laughter is the best medicine." And then 24 hours later, my grandma was dead. And my dad blamed it on me. I know, right? He was like, "Honey, you got your grandma too excitable." And her heart stopped. So the first time I did stand-up comedy was actually at my dad's funeral. But you don't have to feel sorry for me. I killed him, right? Obviously, to get him back. Is this too dark? Or, it's just my life, it's fine. Yeah, I got him back. I mean, I'm sorry, no, he had a heart attack. Or did he, right? Okay. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like my great aunt was mad at me because she like she wrote his obituary, and She misspelled my name, which is just 3 letters, and we share a last name, so, okay. I'm getting real with you guys. I was walking down the street and I heard this screaming, like this cacophony of screams, and I was like, what's that annoying sound? And I look over, and there's just a bunch of children playing. And I was like, oh my God, I guess I forgot what happiness sounds like. Are you guys having fun? You are? Cool. My cat died. It was a hard year. It's fine. She lived to be almost 17. She was a Persian cat, and we got her ashes back, and my mom wanted to sprinkle them in the woods, but I just wanted to sprinkle her in my coffee so we could spend the day together. And then at the end of the day, I would either pee or poop her out. I'm not really sure how ashes work or how the digestive system works. What's next for me? Should I get married or? My sister wanted to go new cat shopping, but then I farted in the hallway, and she farted in the hallway, and they merged together to form Fart Bubble, and then Fart Bubble curled up onto my bed, and I was like, oh my God, do I have a new pet?